Hi friends, welcome to my thrifted home, and my name is Dusti, and this is my cozy, blessed Thanksgiving home tour. Yes, I do Thanksgiving. I know a lot of people are already in the Christmas mode, but I'm pretty traditional and I love to enjoy Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. So welcome to my home and thank you for visiting. Here's my Thanksgiving 2024 home tour. So as you can see, the beautiful wreath. I don't know if it came from Amazon or Temu, to be honest. And then I added the brown velvet ribbon, but I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Especially against our Egyptian blue door. So look at all the little berries in it and itty bitty pumpkins and different kinds of leaves. To me, it looks like I went out into the yard and put together. But I did not. But still beautiful. And then on the back side, we do have this wreath. And you may have seen it in my September fall tour. I just moved it to a different spot. I love it. I did make this one and add all the different berries and leaves and plaid ribbon. There used to be a channel called, I think, My Cottage Diaries. And she hasn't posted anything for like a year or so. But she went to a Goodwill and found a wreath with plaid ribbon on it that I really loved. So she was my inspiration for this one. I wish she'd come back. I miss her. Her sister, Sarah's October Home, still posts, but not the other one. Here is my entry table. I have a little female pheasant that I got in an estate sale and some little flinky beads. And then I have a turkey that I got off eBay. And this little shelf came from an estate sale, and it was mint green. I just painted it and kind of distressed it. And all my books and Bibles, got those at estate sales as well. And that's a salt and pepper shaker. And to be honest, I don't remember where I got it. And the books, I think the flea market I ordered off Thrift Books, and Magnolia Table came from Amazon, but the Old Virginia Homes Along the James came from an estate sale. Beautiful coffee table book. And then these picks came from Temu. I do like their picks and their greeneries. They do a really good job. I'll step back so you can see the whole vignette. And I left the seashell there for my mama. It most likely will always stay there now, because I got it at an estate sale. It's got a little dove on it. It says 2012, which is the year she died. And it says the ones that we love never truly leave us. And it's a sand dollar because she loved the beach. So that will always stay there as my little reminder of her. Not that I need a reminder, but I still like to see it there. It didn't really change anything down there. I may have changed some books around, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, that's our entryway for Thanksgiving. And this is our living room. There's May May. Say hello, May May. Meh. Yeah, you can't be bothered. The throw blanket she's laying on came from Amazon, and the little kitty pillow came from an estate sale. Hi, May May. Got anything to say? Meh. It's funny because we got this rug used to be in the library, and we switched it off because it goes better with the new couch, new to us couch. And then I got a new to me chair in Wilmington when I went to visit my daughter earlier this month, which, as you can see, Lenny is in the other one. They both really approve of these chairs. The blanket came off Amazon, as well as the pillow cover, Farm Fresh turkey feed. I think we'll start on this side of the room and go the other direction, because I usually start the other way. So let's start here. I recently, and I want to say in September, got this peg shelf. I think they're so cool, and I've always wanted to decorate one, so I just figured out where to put it and got one. And the Flinkies, the basket came from Amazon. The Flinkies came from Temu, and the nice pair of scissors came from Amazon. Those are great for trimming bushes and plants. The hat came from ThredUp. And there's some more of my estate sale Bibles. I thought it would be cool to tie a ribbon around them and hang them, kind of like they used to do back in the oldie days when they would belt all their books together to carry them to school instead of taking a 50-pound backpack. The camera case is actually empty. It's from one of my husband's camera collections. He doesn't usually use the cases for decor, but I thought it'll work perfect here. It won't be too heavy. And the browns and everything, I think it just looks beautiful. I love it. So that's that vignette. Mr. Lenny, old man, he's 16 and going on 17, just like Sound of Music. And this pillow, this is usually a spot that Lexi likes to be in, but today he took it over. My little estate sale footstool that I recovered. And then here we have some more estate sale books. And my friend Charlia sent me that beautiful cat in a basket. I love it. It's, if I can pick it up without breaking anything, it's full of seashells. I keep collecting more and more of them. I cannot help myself. And then my friend Pam, who's my pen pal in Minnesota, sent me the beautiful kitty cat reading a book. And we have some more estate sale books. The lantern I got at one of the antique stores around here. I don't remember which one. Same with the kitty cat. He was actually discounted because one of his paws had been broken and re-glued, but I don't care. I like to change his ribbon for the holidays, so he kind of matches whatever season it is. This beautiful pillow came from an estate sale. I've never seen a turkey pillow that size or with all those colors. I just think it's stunning. And where I love to decorate for Thanksgiving specifically, I thought it's perfect. And that pillow cover came from Amazon. I love the embroidery and that it's kind of relief here. And in our coffee table, we like to keep it kind of low profile. And I love making sure everything fits on this tray. So when we sometimes eat at the coffee table, we can just pick up the tray and move it. This candle is one of my favorites. I got it off of Amazon. It's warm apple cider donut, and it smells amazing. Even when it's closed, you can smell it with the lid on. The brass duck came from an estate sale. And the amber pumpkin, I do not remember where I got it. I've had it a while. And it's full of beautiful smelling cinnamon potpourri. So, and the little tea towel that I put in there to kind of hide the pattern because it's got a busy pattern that I kind of wanted to make more fall came from Aunt Penny. And then my wonderful $10 end table came from Counting Stars when they were going out of business. The two candle holders came from estate sales, and the little chair came from eBay. It was black and I painted it a navy color. And I can't show you from the top because the glare is too bad, so I'll do it this way for display. But I have, hopefully I can do this. There we go. All of my spoons, I just love all these spoons so much. Love them. And a little bell. And if you watch the Creepy Doll estate sale, there's the wallet I got with some of the beautiful little pictures of people's lives. A little coin purse came from an estate sale. The deer and the wand, if you're a Harry Potter buff, they're a nod to Snape, because the deer reminds me of his and Lily's Patronus because of his love for her, and that's his wand. The cast iron keys came from Amazon, and the books came from an estate sale. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see it because of the glare, but that's my little vignette in there. I'm excited to figure out how I want to decorate it for Christmas. I need to get some like white doilies because I think that would be really pretty, or even red. We'll have to see. So that's that part of the living room. Notice the kitties can't be bothered. We'll come to the other side of the living room. My basket I got at an estate sale. I love that basket. And I probably should have, and I might after this video when it's too late to show you, tie a ribbon to it, but I also don't know if I have any more brown velvet, so I'll have to see what I've got. But I love all my little cottages and knick-knack curios. The top, so that is a wreath. I believe I got that one from Amazon. It's a little couple, a pilgrim couple. Kind of remind me of Little House on the Prairie, like Ma and Pa Ingalls. That's pretty much what I called them. They were I don't know, the color they came, I just really didn't care for. So I found this like pewter, like it's rub and buff, but it's a pewter color, and covered them, and I like it much better. And just some pine cones and fake acorns. And the dough bowl came from an Etsy shop. It was a wonderful dough bowl. And it was on sale, so that was even better. I did put some ribbons on my sconces to kind of dress it up for Thanksgiving. And then the little teacup and saucers came from Aunt Penny. I love transferware so much. That's why I bought this. Whoops, sorry to bump you. That's why I bought this little transferware teacup that's pretty much by itself, but I don't care. And then this has a lid, but I've got stuff in it. But that came from, I believe, Blue Bicycle. But that's that little vignette. And then over here on the TV, the runner, I believe, came from Amazon. I have it doubled over because it's really long. It would have drug on the floor. The little candle holders that have pine cones, they came from, I believe, eBay. And it was a set of 4. I gave 2 to my best friend, Marnie. So she has them as well. And then that's just a pine cone. The little lunch box I just got with Haley at, I believe it was Flea Body in Wilmington. I just love it. I love Holly Hobby. I love the fall scene. I love all the scenes all around it. Front, back, and sides are all different. And they're just so awesome. I love it. One of my rag pumpkins. And this ceramic dish is a big ceramic leaf. It's a hobbyist piece, and it's marked on the bottom that it was made by Jerome in 1968. So I just think it's very cool, and I love it. And then there's my other sconce with another ribbon. So that's the living room for Thanksgiving. They're so cute. They're like little bookends, and they're little chairs. They look so cozy. Look at her. She's so cute. It's a good thing because she's ornery. And then he's always sleeping. That's just what he does. But he's also old, so I get it. Now we're going to step into the dining room. So over here on this shelf, I got Aunt Penny found me this beautiful hand broom. I absolutely love it. I had one that she liked, so we just basically traded. And then the apron, I think also came from her. This one I just bought off eBay because I wanted some assorted aprons that were kind of fall or in different, actually different colors for different seasons. And then I like the half aprons to hang them here. So I like that a lot. And then the wreath actually came from an estate sale. Then over here is, I'll step back so you can see the whole curio cabinet, and then I'll zoom in a little bit closer so you can see it. But I was debating about whether I put the lights in there, but I like it because you can see everything so much easier. So we'll start at the top. So I had the little brass fox came from Temu, and the little dish, I think got it in an estate sale, or it might be Aunt Penny. I'm not sure where. The turkey either came from an estate sale or came from eBay. To be honest, I don't remember because I have several turkey plates and I don't remember which came from where. The little salt and pepper on the tray came from an estate sale, and the pumpkin is a wooden cookie press I actually got off of Amazon and then colored the inside in so it would stand out a little bit better. And this is Toddy. He's a candle snuffer. I got at Sanford. I like him out almost all the time. And then this, I must think it's a sugar bowl. Came from an estate sale, and I love the tarnish on it. You will notice like all of my silver has tarnish because I like that tarnish on it. It tells a story to me and I don't want to clean it up. So this is from one of those either Japanese or I think it's Japanese mystery boxes. And it's just a woodland fairy and I just think she's cute, so I save her. And then this is Wedgwood. I got that off of eBay. And then this little pheasant pair came from the Creepy Dollhouse. I thought they were beautiful, and they're that pewter silver I love. And then the two plates, I know for sure that one came off eBay. This one might have been eBay, it might have been Michael's, because I know they have some, or it might have been an estate sale. Some of those it's hard to keep track of. And then on the bottom shelf, I know that one came from an estate sale because I had a pair. So I kept one and sold one. And then the candy mold made to look like cast iron, I actually made myself with a process that makes it look cast iron. And then the little house came from an estate sale. I believe the little turkey did as well, and the cloche. And then if you saw my Cameron Antique Festival, I got these little coasters set there, and so I traded this one out for the black cat for Halloween. Thought this would be appropriate for Thanksgiving. And then the stag came from an estate sale. I love him. So that's this curio little corner cabinet. Over here we have the Hoosier. I love decorating out the Hoosier. I've tried to figure out ways to incorporate a little bit more light into the Hoosier. The books came from estate sales. The pumpkin came from, there is a shop downtown, Greg's Pottery, and if people don't pick up their things, they save them all and put them in a garage sale and you can buy them cheap, and somebody didn't pick it up, so I did. Then the scale came from eBay, and I don't remember where I got the candied corn, but I love it. It was really hard to find, but now I have 3 of them. The turkeys came from an estate sale as well as the tray. And then the little teacup and saucer, I believe, came from Aunt Penny. And she sent me that sign about autumn. The book came from an estate sale. All of the silver salt and pepper shakers came from an estate sale, as well as those plates. And the little pumpkin plates came from Aunt Penny. The apothecary cloche, or apothecary jar, came from Amazon. And this was the opera glasses. I just closed the case, and then this came from an estate sale. Or maybe, I think I got this when I was with Helene. I don't remember, but I think maybe it was an estate sale, but I love it with the graphics on it. And then this came from an estate sale. It's just an empty case. I'm assuming something else was in it, but I like it for a riser and for display. So that is the Hoosier decorated for Thanksgiving. I thought I would share an overview of my gallery wall so you can see how it's coming along. I recently got this blue plate at the top, which I thought mimics, because we have blue and red, and then now we have blue and red over there. I love the gallery wall. I love it so much. And I love that I can keep filling in more and more. But there's this corner curio. So up here we have the silver dish. I'm not sure if it's like a candy dish or a vase. I just put some Temu Flinkies in it. And then my angel came from the Promise downtown, and I added a little primitive wreath with stars that I got at an estate sale. And that little kitty tea cozy, hold your tea bag, came from my friend Carol from My Blessed Nest. And the silver pitcher, I think it came from Aunt Penny. I think she sent me a picture. I'm not sure. Could be. But let's look inside. So here's this shelf. All the clocks came from an estate sales. This one actually does work if I want to wind it, but I gave up winding it because I was tired of winding it every morning. As well as this nice scissors came from estate sale. That came from an estate sale. I believe the turkey bowl came from eBay, as well as that turkey plate. But I love things being mixed with it, not just being all one thing. Like down here, I believe the pheasant plate came from Michael's, and then that turkey plate came from an estate sale. And my friend Marnie sent me the little girl with the geese. Isn't she so cute? And then the little cat I got at the Flea Body. And I believe my friend Carol sent me this little picture with all the little children on it. It reminds me, and I don't know if it's a Holly Hobby, but it reminds me of Holly Hobby. And I absolutely love it. And then on the bottom shelf, which my husband's teasing me about putting the yellow tape measure there, but I don't care. I like it there. Nice little pop of color. And this little creamer, little teapot and teacup and saucer that have a kitty and a puppy on it, I bought on eBay. And then the pheasant plate came from Thrifted. And when I went to the Cameron Antique Festival in the spring, I got this plate there for $2. And I believe the little brass leaf came from an estate sale, and then these are just some pumpkins I believe I got as a pack off of Amazon. So that's the curio cabinet. I love it. I can't believe I ever thought about painting it. I know it's not the same green as the other one, but I don't care. I love all the color. And last in the dining room is my table. So the tablecloth came from an estate sale. I think actually it was a church garage sale, but I think it's beautiful. And this came from, I believe, Thrifted maybe? I know this came from an estate sale, the gravy boat. And I believe the middle candle came from an estate sale and has a match down at the end, and then the other two came from Amazon. And the beautiful Wedgwood transferware came from the Creepy Dollhouse estate sale. The turkey came from an estate sale. And then there's a match to this one that also came from an estate sale. And of course, all of my silverware. They're probably in every table setting, but I don't care. I love them. I love the patina. I love the detail. I love the sizes and the shapes. I love them. The pumpkin, I believe, came from Amazon. Or not Amazon, excuse me, Hobby Lobby. Maybe Home Goods. I don't know. It's got that flocked feel to it, and I love it. Then these little guys came from eBay. And then Aunt Penny sent me the butter dish. She's had a bunch of silver, and she knows I love my silver. But there's my dining room tablescape for Thanksgiving. I love the tablecloth with it and how it has the centerpiece to frame it out. I just think it's so beautiful. I love my house. And all my stuff. I am not a minimalist. No, thank you. Now we're stepping into the kitchen. And I decided to turn it a little bit different. I like having the tray in here for the island. So once again, I can pick up the whole tray and move it if I need to. The teapot, I saw my friend on her channel, Michaela, and I can't remember her channel, but I can link it down below in the description. She found one at an estate seller garage sale, and I loved it, so I looked it up so I could find it too. And I bought it off eBay. The salt and pepper shakers came from one of the antique shops downtown. The little doily came from an estate sale. And more books and a hurricane lamp. All of those came from an estate sale. They're a bunch of little Bibles or devotionals. And I love them. And Now we have a little rooster from an estate sale with more of my utensils. I just love all those utensils. And this candle is from, I think, Goose Creek. I forget what the flavor is, the scent. Toasted Pumpkin Toddy. And this is an old sugar mold. It's actually a remake. I bought it on eBay for our silverware. So let's come over this direction. Whoops. I'm running into my things in my house. This is a wreath. I believe it was last year. Haley and I made wreaths, and she opted to get rid of hers, but hers was done in pinks, and I don't think she's really into that as much. But I did mine in fall colors. We had to paint all of those pumpkins. Like, I forget how many pumpkins they were, but I did 5 different colors and she did 5 different pinks. Then we have attached them to wreaths with ribbons and whatnot, and I love it. So made that wreath for Thanksgiving. And I will step over here so you can see this gallery wall. It's not Thanksgiving, but it's my tour and I want to show it off. So most of that is either the top piece where it says nothing is a waste of time if it adds to the person you are, is actually from the movie Love Comes Softly. And I love that movie, and I hand stitched that myself. And then there's tea towels. This one is a tea towel of our different things in our city, and that's for the state of North Carolina. And then we have some other pieces in there. And then I have those. I just love them. I love all my pictures. But I'm gonna bring you over here and show you this section now. It's not necessarily fall, because I kind of keep it this way, but I like it. This came from Thrifted. I make so much sourdough bread, I decided to bring my sourdough flour back, my bread flour back to the counter, so it's easy. And then at the lady who had the dolls at her estate sale, she had these little spice jars, and I kept the cinnamon one, and I did put some cinnamon sticks in it. So I like to use those when I make maple syrup for pancakes. The bread box came off Amazon, as well as the butter dish, but the little cows came from an estate sale, and one of the cutting boards came from an estate sale and one came from Temu, and the little basket came from Amazon. Then the last time we were at, I believe it was one of the thrift stores or estate sales, my husband and I found this and thought it was cool, an old timer. So that's there. And then silverware, I like using all these wooden spoons and different silverware. The 2 pitchers, I think, came from estate sales. This came from an estate sale, and I love it. And yes, it does have cookies in it. Chewy chocolate gingerbread. Yum! Then this plate I found in an estate sale, or I think Aunt Penny sent me that one and this one, if I'm correct. I think. Then that came from an estate sale. I just thought it'd be fun to put a little pine cone there. And then the little teacup nightlight came from eBay. And then this little case came from eBay. And this came from Aunt Penny. I like having it for storage. So I have recipe cards and pins in there if I need to write notes, stickers for my calendar. And then this little silver tray. I like to get 1 glass to drink from all day long for all of my meals, but I don't like it just sitting on the counter or in the sink, because then to me it looks like it's dirty. So to distinguish, I'm going to use it again. It has its own little spot, so it can look decorative while it's purposeful. Then my little cow creamer from an estate sale. And then this display box, I don't know what you want to call it, cabinet or whatever, came from eBay. It was such a great deal. And then the spoon, I think, came from Amazon or Temu. I'm not sure. I think Amazon. And then this just has some matches in here. And I like to use these binders for bags and chip clips. And then some of my cookbooks from like Aunt Penny and estate sales. This was a recent one I got at, I think it was the Flea Body with Haley. And just a pine cone. We got lots of those. This is the Land of Pines. That lamp came from my mama. Oh, I forgot to show you up there. It's a rag garland I made. And then there's another rag garland over here that I made. And we have, where God's finger points, there God's hand will make the way. Then one of my new baskets from another estate sale. I don't know where I got this one from. Might be an antique store. Then Haley gave me this for Christmas. It's my recipe book. And then this is my mom's old Better Homes and Gardens. And then there's some other old cookbooks from my mom and other estate sales in there. The Flinkies came from Temu. And the beautiful tea towel came from Aunt Penny. And then this little wreath came from Aunt Penny. And then this came from an estate sale. And it has chocolate in it. Yes. So, and then over here, that stays the same a lot of the time. The salt and peppers came from an estate sale. The hen came from like Home Goods or TJ Maxx. And then the pictures are recipes that belong to my mom, my Aunt Dinath, and my Grandma Ella. And then that's a recipe that was my mom's that I decided to decoupage onto a rolling pin so I can always see it. And then this doily came from an estate sale. This came from one of the antique shops. These came from an estate sale. And that actually came from one of my mom's journals. So she's got some writing on the back. But that's priceless. So that is the Thanksgiving kitchen. The last room on the tour is the library. And sorry if it's a little bit dim, but part of me kind of likes it because it's kind of cozy. The wall color is called Spice Cider, and I love it because my inspiration was kind of the Gryffindor common room. There's Mika the Bean. Hi, baby. That's her favorite spot. Speaking of Gryffindor common room, I made this fleece blanket, and it was inspired by Ron Weasley. And then the pillow cover is from Amazon. Then over here is my Thanksgiving fireplace. I still love that $6 mirror. Still such an amazing find. But let's come in a little closer. So we have these wooden candle holders. There's 3 of them, and the candles are from Amazon, as well as this beeswax candle holder. Then this came from Hobby Lobby estate sale, and here's another rag garland I made. And this came from Michael's. This came from Home Goods. And then the leaves at the back, I believe, came from Temu. The leaf garland, there's 2 of them, and they came from Amazon. And I'm not sure where this one came from. I know that one came from Amazon, or from Hobby Lobby, and then this came from an estate sale, and then some more corn. I love that Indian corn. And then down here, a couple more of my rag pumpkins. And the bird cage came from Vintage Market Days last spring, I believe. And books from an estate sale, more seashells. But yep, that is our Thanksgiving fireplace. Then let's pan over here real quick. There we go. So this is the other table I like to decorate. This one has been out a while, but I just think it's so beautiful. That came from an estate sale, and I love the detail. And look at, even on the handle, the man's face. I think it's incredible. Then the top books here came from estate sales. This one came off Amazon. If you like Little Women, it's an amazing copy. It's just beautiful, and there's different things in it, and ephemera and stuff that's so cool. Then this I got off eBay. I love Charles Wysocki, and he has a puzzle called Pumpkin Hollow. That's one of my favorites. And then I didn't realize, but he also has these buildings with music boxes. So that's what that's from, and I think it's just beautiful. Then this came from an estate sale, and my friend Tammy informed me that it was for sugar. And I love the detail on it. I think it's so stunning. The little ornaments came from Amazon to fill it up with. And then this is a candy dish, and sadly this one's actually empty, but it came from Thrifted, and the little doily came from an estate sale. But, whoops, backed into a chair. And this chair, it's like my autumn chair, because fall is my favorite time of year. And I have had this chair, oh my goodness, probably 30 years or close to it. And then my mother-in-law, Diane, made the pillow. Isn't it stunning? The books and the cats. So, oh, yep. And then this is a fleece blanket that I made. You may recognize this side from October. So I just flipped it to this side for November. And it does kind of have dents in it because the cats like to lay on it. So this is the library. Mika Bean. That's her spot. She likes to lay there. Sometimes when she's cold, she'll even crawl under the blanket. It's her favorite place to be all day long, isn't it, Bean? Isn't it, Mika Bean? Silly puppers. And then the last thing I want to show you, because we're right back to where we began by the entryway, is this wreath. And that one did come off Amazon. I think it's amazing. It's reading more yellow, which I'm kind of sad about because in person it looks more orange. But it's beautiful. Love it. And there we are back at the beginning. Well, there you go, friends. That's my Thanksgiving tour for 2024. And I thank you so much for joining me. And I thank you for visiting and chatting with me and just being my friend. I really appreciate it. And I so enjoy hearing from you and your comments. And those of you that have reached out like via email or even through my shop on Etsy, I just love it. Oh, speaking of my shop, all in November, whoops, this is real life, people. All in November, my shop is having a sale, 25% off everything. And the code you want to use to get the discount is Joy to the World. So check it out. It's linked in my description. And I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, friends. Bye for now. All of my spoons.